So I'm gonna be working. Okay, this works. Let me shut this off. Okay, so I'm gonna be working on. Let me put this closer to my mouth. Okay, that should be good there. So I'm gonna be working on. Let me see if I could just put this away. Nah, that's a little weird. Here. So, I'm going to. So what I'm trying to do right now is I have a Stripe API, and I'm trying to give my Stripe API idempotent keys. I just learned about what idempotent keys were a few days ago, but basically the way I had it working before is I had a lambda function that sent headers with an idempotent key. So initially I had it with something called AWS Event Bridge, which I could probably show you. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Video capture, browser. So I had it with something like this. So initially I had it with AWS Event Bridge. I didn't do any idempotent keys. So it was sending events and it was duplicating them, but the main reason it was duplicating them is because it had a timer of like 30 milliseconds or 3 seconds. I forget what the exact time was. So the timer for executing the API call was pretty small, so it would retry. So to kind of solve that, I tried to give Stripe idempotent keys. But my initial, so I kind of went away from just doing it. So initially I did it with having a lambda function that just calls the API, but so initially, and then I switched over just to Event Bridge, but I wasn't sure if when I would do it in Event Bridge, if it would work. Let me try to code while I talk. Let me shut this off. So let's see. Let me put my music back on. Okay, so let's see this here. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, I'm not fully sure. So I think I could just do, if I send the request to, if I send the request and maybe the request is, let's see how this looks, because I'm not really sure what request, how Event Bridge requests look like. So let's see. I'm gonna shut this off for a second. So let's see. Event, let's see. Learn. Let's see. Sandbox. Okay. So I believe if I send an event, I believe the event looks like this. I'm not sure if it sends it. This is probably just sent in the body of the request, but I'm not fully sure. Maybe I could type, let's see, how does Amazon Event Bridge send events? Maybe I can start with that. Sending events to the event bus. Let's see what this gives me. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Sending and receiving events and event bridge. Console events, choose event pattern. So maybe I could type target example. Sending events data. How does event bridge events request look like? Maybe like that. Okay, so maybe I could see how does Amazon event bridge events. So let's see. So it's sending it as a JSON, and I just want to see if it's in the body. I'm like 99% sure. Like, not even, you know what? Let's see. Okay, event. Okay, request and body. Okay. Okay, so I could use this website to kind of just find out. This is okay. This is what I want to do. Let me close this, because I don't want to make a change, deploy it, and test it there. Trying to just find like the easiest way. So I could use a site called, so I could use webhooks.site. Okay. So let's test an event there. So I am okay. So I'm here. How would I send this? Enter my own. Let's see. Learn. Enter your own. Transform input. Event buses. Default. Send events. So, okay, so I could send, okay, so I know what to do now. So I am going to, so let's grab the event. I have the event here. Let's go to our event bus. Let's go send events. And then let's go to, I know you can't see this right now, but okay, so test event. Okay, let's send this. Let's see what happens. Test event. Okay, so this is, so I sent an event. I'm not sure if I could show you guys this site, but it's not the biggest of deal. So I sent it to here. I'm using something called Webhook site. I probably can't show this URL, but it's not the biggest of the deal. Okay, waiting for first request. Let's see. So copy. Did I do something wrong? So this is currently where I sent it to. Webhook. Waiting for first request. Okay, let me see what. So event source. Send event. Maybe that's not the source. I'm kind of looking for the destination. Send events. Event source. Okay, so this is. You can send the content or a global endpoint. Okay. Let's see, what's global endpoint? I don't think this is what I want. Let me. So I think I'm gonna have to create an API destination for this. Okay, other web. Okay, other API key, API key, API key. So Webhook Test. Webhook Test API destination. Okay. Webhook Test Okay, so let's copy Webhook Test here, and then this is going to be a post. Use existing connection, Webhook Test. Okay, create. So Webhook Test. Let's see. Event bus, send events. What event bus? Rules. API destination. How would I test? How would I test my API destination? 20. Maybe in Sandbox. AWS event partner. AWS events. Okay. All events in your account. Okay. So I have this event. Create rule with pattern. Okay. So I have this. So I have this event. How would I test this? Event bus. Create custom event bus. I don't need a custom event bus. Send events. The event source to use for. Where is it sending it to? Okay. Start discovering. Edit this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am website hook. Okay, so this is the endpoint. So I am going to take a breath. So I'm going to create a rule. My rule is basically going to be test endpoint default, create rule with an event pattern. Okay, so mine's going to be on a schedule. So the schedule I'm going to use is runs at a regular rate, such as every 10 minutes. So mine's going to run every 15 seconds. So the target API, so let's do Webhook Test. Next. So all I want to see, so let's create the rule, but all I want to see is I'm testing just what I'm getting, what request it's giving me. So okay, so we got this, right? So let's refresh this. Waiting for, okay, so we got this. It looks like this, JSON format. API key here, headers. Okay, so it looks like this. Now, let me see. I just want to see if the next one sends with the same ID. Course headers, auto navigation. So this is the new one, and they both, I believe they both, let's see, they both, so no, they're different IDs. Okay, raw content. That's not what I wanted to see. Export as curl. How does that look like? Let's see, curl. Okay. So okay, so it's a post. Okay, so this should be in the body. Okay, settings. So let me stop this. Let me stop this. So rules, this, okay, so test, so this one I could either just delete it or stop it. I'll probably just stop it. Either one. Disable. Okay, so let's disable. So what we're gonna do now is, since I more or less know what it's sending me, I am going to, so it should just be ID. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do ID, and then I'm gonna rename this ID to idempotent key. I'm gonna save. I am going to run. So let me just do npm run lint fix. And then I'm gonna build it just to see if it works, and then I'm gonna push it up to development. So so that should, so what I have here, these are things that I could fix, but let's see, let's npm run. I'm not gonna fix those right now. So okay, what issue did we solve? So instead of using, so what I had before was, let's see if I can show you. I'm trying to show you without showing you things that you can't really see, but even if you see this is stuff that I'm not going to use these accounts. So I did two things initially. So I did something called, I'll probably show you this. I guess I could show you. So what am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish? Let me see if this ran. What can I find module nexus? Can I find module nexus or its corresponding? So let me fix this issue and I can kind of explain what I'm trying to do. Can I find module nexus? So this was supposed to be, let's see, what do we have here? So this, so let's put client types. I probably could just do npm I. So okay, so what I'm trying to do, I have, so let me go to the browser. I have a feature here. If I go to Japanese resource app, so this is a website that I'm working on, or application that I'm working on. So the feature that I'm trying to do is, let me open it and I could show you. So this is test data. The actual site, if anyone wants to see, it's Japanese-resources. I might change this to japaneselist.com. But so this is the actual site. If anyone wants to look at it, if they want to use it. But the test site or the development site, the feature that I'm trying to do is I am gonna do a commit feature where you're committed to study Japanese. So like when you go here, it's gonna say, do you want to commit to study Japanese every day? And then this here kind of explains it. And I'm still adding features. I'm still trying to find out exactly what to do, but basically it's a feature, and this explains it a little bit. And I probably need like a frequently asked questions. Let me write that down. Trying to get into the habit. Let's see. So let me open, one second. Where is it? How do I get another browser here? I could switch the browser, but that's a little annoying. Browser. I'm kind of gonna just do it the annoying way. Oh no, it doesn't have it. So okay, so nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. Cancel. No, I think I broke it. Okay, so this is it actually. So this is a site I use to kind of organize myself. So what do I have to do? So what I'm gonna write is think about adding a frequently spelled that wrong, FAQ page, and how to do that. So I go here, I clarify later, and then I have it in this project. So this is a good site if you guys want to try to organize yourself. That's something I'm trying to do every day. So let's go back here. So this is a site that's kind of explaining it, explaining what I'm doing, explains it explains what I'm doing, but it's basically you're trying to scare your way into getting fluent. And so, like, what do I mean scare? So this basically, to kind of sum up all this, it's saying if you want to go for your goals or stay on your goals, you have to, so initially when you start, you give yourself positive visualization just to start the goal, but to kind of continue the goal, they say it's better to give yourself negative visualization. So what is negative visualization? Negative visualization is like foreshadowing failure. So it's like, oh, okay, if I don't do this, then maybe these bad things will happen. So what I'm trying to do is, when you commit to study, so I'm just going to click it here, you commit to study. So as soon as you commit and put in your credit card information, so this is just going to be test information, just so you kind of see how it works. 2224 this. So this is just test information. So as soon as you initially commit and you add a card, it's going to fail. Why did that fail? Okay, anyway, so that failed because the reason that failed, that's good. The reason that failed is because I am sending my users, so we can fix this bug right now. Let's go to, okay, so let me do, so okay, so I have two things that I have to do. Let me so let me commit what's in charge. So I have this committed and I have this committed. I don't have to commit the package.json file. And the reason is I should have committed this in a different feature branch, but GraphQL, yeah. So let me commit these two. So changing move on needed client type from remember needed client type and change charge card that's fine with me. So okay, so let's do that. So then let's go to this. So let's go to the branch that is supposed to be on. And the reason this happened is because my computer is slow, so it doesn't save correctly. So now that we're here, we're in feature branch nexus. Let's do a get status. We are on branch. Okay, we're in the correct branch. Can you guys see that? Okay, yeah. Let me put that a little bit higher. So, and if the code is small, just let me know and I can kind of make it bigger. But this is like the biggest I could make it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's no, that's not what we're doing. I like to do this with a different program, but let me see. Get branch. I'm trying to do this all in the same. Another Git client that I like to use is something called Fork. That one's pretty easy and it's free-ish. So let's see. We are here. And let's see. Merge. Okay, so I'm in a different program. I'm going to use something called, let's see if I could push. So, can this grab this? Window capture. I don't think it grabs this. So I'm gonna merge what's in dev into Prisma, Nexus Prisma. And that's something that I was working on yesterday. Merge into feature. Okay, cool. Currently I'm using something called Fork to do that. I probably could do it in a VS Code, but I don't know how to do it quickly, so I didn't do that. So I merged that. Now, so this branch is for me to use something called Nexus Prisma. So it's for me to kind of start developing features a little bit quicker. Because instead of doing schema first approach, I could do something called a code first approach, and I could kind of give you guys examples if you want to see. Let's see. Schema. Nope. Types. So, with Nexus Prisma, everything's kind of going to look like this. I'm still learning it, so I don't fully know how it works. But it's basically, instead of having client types or just types and resolvers, it's mixed into one. So this would be something, and then it would be a resolver here. It just kind of makes everything easier to manage. Okay, so this is stage. Initial Nexus Prisma commit. Save all and commit. Yep. And then I could go back to development branch. Oh no. Compare. I just want to publish this. I don't really care too much. I didn't do too much with it. I just kind of want to get it saved. Okay, so dev. Let's go back to dev. And then when we're in dev, let's see. I shouldn't have. Why? Let's see. Let's refresh this. Okay, yeah. So I shouldn't have that because that's not committed. So let's sync. Okay, so I'm going to push this up, and I'm going to push this up. I'm gonna just run an npm run lint fix. I probably should just do this automatically, but yeah, I probably should just do this automatically. Okay, so I was in the process of explaining what's kind of going on with the site. But basically you're going to commit to study Japanese every day. Then there's going to be a log page where you just log that you studied Japanese. I could probably show you guys that. Let me first. You guys can't see what I'm typing here. Let me first. Okay, so okay, these are things that I eventually have to fix. They're not like, my ESLint's pretty strict, so but those are more warnings than errors. So run build. Let's see if it builds here. So you guys can't see this, huh? I have to make it like gigantic for you guys to see. Well, let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can kind of see what's going on with this. But let's explain. Let's explain the site. So after you commit, okay, so this is the site. So after you commit, so I can't update my card here, but normally it would give you a success message, and I'm gonna fix this. But basically, after you commit, enter your credit card. It's going to, if you don't log that you studied Japanese that day, it's going to charge you the next day. So for example, I committed, the way I currently have it works is if I committed, I kind of have it so if you commit on a Monday, it doesn't start charging you until Wednesday. So if you commit on a Monday, but this is stuff that I'm gonna fix. The general rule is if you commit and you don't log that you studied Japanese, it's gonna check if you logged and then charge you $1 for that day. So what I'm trying to do right now, I already have. So let me show you that. So this is the log. This is kind of the log. All it is did you study Japanese? And then you just click yes. You click yes. Let's see. Let's go down a bit. And make this a little bit bigger. So you click yes. And then if you click yes, it's not going to charge you for that day. But any day that you don't study or you don't log that you studied, it's going to charge you that $1. And it's kind of just like an incentive, like, oh crap, if I don't study, then and I committed, then I'm going to be charged. So what I'm trying to fix is I already have the functionality to check which users committed, which users logged in the next day. Now I'm working on or fixing parts of the functionality where it's doing like a daily job to check if those users, to charge those users that didn't commit or that didn't log that they studied. So but the issue I'm working on with the API is I had AWS. I had it running on a cron job in AWS, but it was sending 2 requests. So if you were a user, right now it's just test data, but if you were a user, you would get charged twice. So that's not what we want. And the way I fixed it, or the way I am in the process of fixing it, is, so I could do it different ways, but the way, the kind of the easiest way, and I hope it works. I'm kind of just testing if it works. This is what I'm doing right now. Oh crap! What did I do? Control Z. Oh, that's just spacing. So I'm creating something called an item potency key. It's basically if you get the same request, if it's the same request, it should only just do one. It should only do one action. So no matter how many times, like for example, if you do a get request, it's only just going to give you. It's always going to give you the same thing. But if you do a post request, or some kind of request that changes things, it's like if you do one request to add a user, that's and you don't have like any type of item potency key or any type of item potency, then it's always going to cause a change. So like it's always going to call add every time you call that add user endpoint, it's always going to add. But what happens is sometimes to kind of make it more fail safe, so like what if I call the API endpoint, the API add user endpoint, and I don't get a successful response, but I don't want to double create a user. So that's kind of when we start doing item potency keys. I don't think that was a good explanation, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's check if it built. Okay, so it does build. So let's push these changes. Then we're gonna check it. So Okay, so pushing these changes. So now I am going to test if the item potency key works. So I have to do a few tests. One test is using the same item potency key. And then one is using different item potency keys. But right now I'm just trying to see if it works. So I push that up. Let's see. Let me open Vercel. Let's see. Vercel. So it should build, but so it should build. Let me show you guys that. Let's see. How do I do that? No. Okay, no. This. Okay, so this is currently building on Vercel, and then I'm gonna test it to see if that works. I wonder if my stream is working. Let's see. Click out of it. Okay, so Vercel built. Let's just let's test. Let's change this. Let's test. Let's test. What is this? So let's test. Let's just go. Let's just see if it works. It says it worked, but okay. So let's just do API resources just to test. Okay, so I have this part works. So now let me send a request to the API endpoint. So let me see. Let's go to rules. Charge daily. Targets. This is okay. So edit. This is going to event. Targets. charge committed. Okay. API destin. Event bridge. Okay, so charge card. Next. Okay, so let's charge edit previous define schedule. So let's do previous schedule. Next, so let's do schedule that. Okay, so let's do a schedule. Let's do every minute, every 10 seconds. Okay. Every 10 seconds, every 15 seconds. Okay, so I'm creating, so I'm updating my job to update on the actual server and to post every 10 seconds. So let me do two things. Let me go to Vercel and look at my serverless functions. So I am going to charge card. And I'm going to stripe as well. So what I want to see is, let's see if this is working. So is it making the request fixed rate of 15 minutes? I think I did this wrong. Every minute. Maybe one time a minute. I think I have to edit this. Yeah, maybe one time a minute might be fine. Okay, so it's updating every minute. Okay. That should be fine. So let's see. Targets committed API monitoring. Okay, so let's see if I'm getting any. So okay, so let me show you, not this, let me show you let's Brave. Okay, so why can't you guys see this? Because it's okay. So we had one charge 233. I'm not sure if this charge is the current charge? I think it is. But let's see. The main thing we're looking for is no duplicate charges, but that doesn't really tell us if this is currently working. So why doesn't that tell us if this is currently working? Because so I increased the retry time to 15 minutes. Before it was like 2 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is eventually decrease it just to get events with the same ID and see if it retries those, if that double charges it. So that's kind of one way I could test it. But let's see if I'm at least, let's see if it's at least working. So 233, it's gonna be every minute. Okay, so this is every minute and there's no double charges. Okay, so that's a good sign, good indication. Let's see. Maybe I could, let's see, what can I do? API destination. Let's see. So currently it looks like it's maybe not fully working, but that's good indication. Okay, so let's edit. Let's do invocation rate per second. Enter the maximum number of invocation per seconds allowed. Okay. Post. Okay, so event bus. Rules. Charge daily. Info. I'm trying to get it to charge with the same item potency key or the same event ID more than once. How do I do that? So let's see. Let's look again to see, is it charging every minute? Let's refresh this. So I should technically get a charge every minute. Okay, so that's refreshing. API destination. Oh, my computer's going slow. I might have to stop streaming just because my computer's not good. The fan doesn't really work, so. And then probably when I stream, it makes it worse. So I'm more than likely gonna stop streaming. Okay, so anyway, guys, oh, okay, so it started working. So it's still every minute, and I don't believe there's a double charge. So let's see. Let's go invocation. So what I think happens is, so what I'm gonna do, I might get a double charge if the function so maybe after I wait a long time, if the serverless function kind of stops, because when you don't run it for a while, sometimes it kind of shuts down. So maybe like the first time you run the function, it takes long, and so if it takes long, then I'm not sure exactly how Event Bridge works, like how long before it retries, or but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the time to the correct time, and the correct time is just every day at 12 UTC. And so if I do that instead of just doing it every minute, then I could check if it actually runs at the correct time, and then I could check if it runs when the server is cold. So let's see. Let's do this, and I'm probably gonna stop after this. So let's do regular schedule. Let's type cron job for, okay, yeah. So I do AWS cron job for 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so it looks something like this. So every day, okay, so I'm going to do 12 the month doesn't matter, day of the week, question mark, and year. Okay, so this should okay, so this should give me the right time. Okay, update rule. Okay, let me do that. Let me update some of this stuff. So test AWS. So this is for tomorrow. Let's check and review function accurate. Did not commit. Okay. Test page functionality. Okay. Someday maybe. What's this? Think about adding an FAQ page. Find out how to make your features quicker. Okay. Figure out next add receive. Think of. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna try to start streaming a little bit more. Let me know how the quality is. I can't really do too much about it because just don't really have the money for that right now. Just let me know if you guys want to see something. I'll try to do that. If you have questions, web development, I'll try to answer that. Or if you have suggestions, feedback, things